Welcome back to the channel, Panda Pals. Today, we're going to be talking The Other Way, Season 7, Episode 7. We have Manon and Anthony, Luke and Madeleine, Chloe and Jonny, Pattiya and Dylan, and Jenny and Sumit. Again, Jenny and Sumit were only on the episode for like 2 seconds. I don't know whose leg they had to hump to get on this show for this small amount of time just so they could get a paycheck, but good for them. Anyway, strap onto your strap-ons and let's get this started. Let's check in with Manon and Anthony.
I'm so glad we're finally getting a car for us because we've been packed like sardines in your dad's car.
Yeah, what a sardine, I know.
The pair are headed out to buy a new car, and Manon is tasking Anthony with handling the entire transaction so that they can work on his French because, you know, the man lives in France now. He's going to need to learn the language.
Beaucoup.
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 Beaucoup means beautiful ass.
Voiture, s'il vous plaît.
Not voiture, voiture.
Voiture. J'ai
Sure.
réservé une voiture.
And while Anthony is getting down to business, Manon is being super cute, hanging out with their son Ben, getting in some of that quality time that she's always wanted. And Anthony looks over and he's like, yeah, moving to France was the right choice.
We've only been in France for a week, and I'm already seeing Manon and Ben build something that I've been wanting for her to have with him.
Everything is looking super hunky-dory for the two of them, but on their way home, Manon tells Anthony that she's kind of been tinkering with the idea for a new business here in France, and she's actually started drafting up a business plan.
I have an idea for a business here.
Are you for real?
Yes, I'm for real. I have been working on a business plan.
We were supposed to be coming here and focusing on us.
As you can imagine, Anthony is just a scotch upset because the two of them were supposed to spend the first few months in France taking things slow and adjusting. And I mean, the biggest issue for them in America was that she did not spend enough time with her son because she was working all the time.
What drives me in life, it's always going to be seen as if you think about business, you don't think about family, which is not true. I do not want to come back to the situation we had in the US. My priority, it's definitely us and the family and the balance.
Manon reassures him that France is going to be so different than America because they do not work weekends, they do not work after a certain time, which, I mean, the only exposure I've ever had to France was Emily in Paris, so you know, I've had none. But I have heard that over in France, or in much of Europe, they do have a pretty good work-life balance, and I hope that's true because my American ass is over here working 7 days a week to the point where I did not step out of my apartment for so long that my leasing office reached out and said, hey, your car has not moved from its spot in over a week. You need to prove to us that it still operates because you are not allowed to park an inoperable car in the lot. So I had to go out, turn on my car, and be like, yes, it works. I just never go anywhere. But that is just me. I very much relate to Manon because I too am a chronic hustler. Anyway, enough about me.
So I was thinking I would like to do a beauty brand.
That sounds exciting. I'm just really worried about the time commitment to it.
I get it.
Manon says that she wants to do fragrances and aromatherapy with natural ingredients sourced right here from France. And she tries to position it in a more enticing way to Anthony by saying, we can explore all of France when, you know, we are bit-bopping around to visit all of the suppliers and the lavender farms. And Anthony is like, you know, that kind of sounds like a lot of work and a lot of money.
She really seems dead set on, yes, I'm gonna have boundaries, but in the past 4 years, there hasn't been any of that. Manon will always be hustling. Why is it gonna change here? Is it just something in the French food?
Personally, I find it very hard to believe that Manon is not going to be throwing herself entirely into her work because Girly is a chronic hustler. She does try to tell Anthony that she promises to put her family first, and if things with the business get out of control and she's spending less and less time at home, she will 100% put a stop to it. Anthony and I do not super believe her.
Over the last year, Manon has been nonstop expressing how much she wants the same bond I have with Ben. She's talking about starting a business, and I feel like that's completely going against what we've set out to do here.
Let's check in with Madeleine and Luke.
I never been this mad like I been right now with Luke.
Madeleine is back home and she is feeling every negative emotion under the sun, okay? She is mad, so she throws Luke's luggage outside and rips up all of the flowers that he got her. She is ashamed because she doesn't know how she's gonna tell everybody in her life that her wedding is no longer happening. And she's super sad because she gave her youth to this man and he shat all over it.
Is I give to him so much. He don't give it the same to me. And more of that. How I gonna tell everyone I don't get married right now?
Luke is in a taxi, he's all caked up, and no, not in the sexy way. And he is genuinely shocked that telling the truth about how he willingly hurt his fiancée did not immediately result in forgiveness.
I don't know if she'll speak with me. She's never been this upset with me before. I've tried to start marriage with honesty, tried to come clean. I had tried to be honest, and I thought that would count for something.
He heads over to her house, and even her dog doesn't want to see him come in. He sees all of his stuff out front, and he's like, wow, Madeleine has never been this mad at me, despite me trying to do what's right. So he takes all of his crap and he heads over to a hotel. The next day, Luke is beaming, and he picks up a fresh batch of flowers because Madeleine has finally agreed to meet up with him. And he is like, the fact that she is willing to see my face, that is a great sign.
I think it's a good sign that she has agreed to meet with me. I hope that she can give me another chance. I'm hoping she sees my perspective and can forgive me for what I've done.
Ooh, sir, okay, so I'ma hold your hand when I say this. If you want her to forgive you, you need to think that what you did was wrong, which you clearly do not because you refuse to take any accountability for it. So Luke finally makes it to Madeleine and he's like, oh, baby, I love you so much. And she's like, okay, well, if you loved me, why do you just keep hurting me? And then he gives her his side of the play-by-play of what happened.
Madeleine, I love you so much.
You love me, why you do that?
I tried to be honest and tell you because you deserved to know. It was a surprise. There were decorations.
You don't know?
I didn't know. When I got to the house, I walked in, I almost walked out.
You almost walked out? I cannot believe this man is sitting in front of her acting like this is something he should get a pat on the back for. Buddy, you do not get brownie points for thinking about walking out, okay? Because at the end of the day, you still stayed there and enjoyed in a half-naked woman dancing all over your junk.
I have made some bad decisions. You're right.
Don't come here to will excuses.
I don't want to make any excuses.
I don't care anymore and believe you. If you want to tell me, you call me same day. Oh, I get here and it's a bastard party.
I want nothing more for us to try and figure out a way we can work this out.
I don't see it the way.
So Madeleine did not want him to have a bachelor party with strippers because when Luke gets drunk, he apparently acts like all the women around him are dying and his dick is the only cure.
I didn't touch her.
Kidding me, she dancing in front of you and you don't touch.
When it was happening, I said, okay,
Who believes him, Hands up. Bueller? I like how he is out here like, I thought it was important for you to know the truth, so I am being honest, and then lies about the biggest part of the fucking story.
You think you can lie into my face? I say, no, I don't touch her. That is the more stupid thing in the world.
Luke again tries to apologize and he's like, baby, I'm so sorry. I fucked up. I honestly did not think that you would be this mad because of what I did. Can we please try to work through me being a shitty partner for the millionth time?
This is over. You know I'm a great woman. You love me. I want peace, and you don't give it to me.
And he gets up to leave, and he's like, well, can I at least have a hug? And Madeleine is like, no, don't fucking touch me.
Take your flowers.
Can I give
Don't
you
touch me.
Okay.
And then she leaves to go cry in her bed, and this absolute fucking moron crawls into the bed with her, again not respecting her boundaries, and he wore his fucking shoes.
No, Get out of here. Get out of here.
It really kind of forget Luke because I give him so much and I really don't get the same from him.
Let's check in with Pattiya and Dylan.
Today, I am finally going to Tasmania to see my honey.
Pattiya is all packed up and she is heading out to Australia, mate. She's a little bit nervous about the move because remember, the two of them have been dating for 12 years, broke up 20 times, and the last time she moved to another country for this man, she lost everything she owned because, unsurprisingly, the two of them broke up.
12 years of heartache, 12 years of breaking up off and on, getting back together. I have invested so much time in this relationship. I feel very nervous about doing this, but I can't wait to live with Dylan.
I think Girly is crazy for being in this relationship for this long. Like, I do understand the whole sunk cost fallacy thing, but like, girl, come on. You are almost 60. Do you not want the last 1 to 2 decades of your time left on Earth to not be filled with literal high school bullshit? Anyway, apparently all of this only comes in second to her biggest concern, which is that Dylan lives very, 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 very close to his mother.
90% of the time, our argument is mainly about her. I think it's about time that he gets off his mom's nipple. They talk like 4 times a day. They talk too much. Dylan's mom's been a huge contention in our relationship.
So Dylan's mom is the kind of mom that doesn't think any girl will ever be good enough for her special little boy. But she especially hates Pattiya because they are practically the same age, and that's weird.
Dylan would tell me that she did not approve of me because she wants Dylan to be with somebody younger so that she can have grandchildren. It caused a lot of resentment.
Pattiya gets on her flight and she's like, ugh, I haven't seen Dylan in 6 months, so I have to be looking hot, hot, hot so that he finally proposes to me and doesn't take his ring back this time.
I hope this will set us in stone so that we can just be together permanently, and I'm just crossing my fingers that I don't come back. I want to look really, really hot for him when I get there so that he puts a ring on his finger.
I just feel like the man should want to marry you for a deeper reason than, damn, you look hot. Just saying. Now, over in Australia, mate, Dylan heads out to pick her up, and oh my gosh, he not only buys her flowers, but he bought her a kangaroo plushie, and he even buckles her in.
She's sacrificing a lot to be here. It's really important that Pattiya feels welcome here. So I really want to show her how much I appreciate that and make everything perfect. Let's buckle you up.
That is so stinking cute. Dylan is worried because not only does his mother hate Pattiya, but Pattiya is a luxurious kind of girly. She likes fancy cars, designer clothes, and apparently she's in a shit ton of debt because of her shopping addiction.
When we lived in Vegas, money was going out quicker than it was coming in. Fingers crossed she is going to like it, Danny. And let's hope the simple life is enough. I think it's going to be good for her. I think it's going to slow things down for her, get away from that, superficial lifestyle.
Pattiya finally lands and she comes out and oh my gosh, I hate the color of her outfit, okay? That pink is loud. Also, Dylan looks hot as fuck in this outfit, which is honestly kind of surprising to me because I don't normally go for guys with that aesthetic, but I don't know, maybe it's because he's jacked as fuck. Anyway, Pattiya runs out to him and gives him a shower.
Doggy kiss.
I'm sorry, but that is gross, okay? Y'all are in public and you are 58.
I know she wants me to propose straight away, but 12 years on and off is a long time, and I need to see how things go first. I feel like I can start living life now, so...
Ring.
It's coming.
This is not gonna go well, let's be honest. They broke up 20 times because they fought so much while they barely saw each other. You really think it's gonna be great because now you get to see each other every single day? I think not. I also think it's super cringy when a woman pushes their man to propose like this because, in my mind, I have this crazy idea that if he wanted to, he would.
And what do you want to call the kangaroo?
I want to name him Jerry the kangaroo.
Jerry the...
Let's check in with Jonny and Sumit. Jonny and Sumit are sorting through some of their stuff when his mom comes in and she is just point blank like, hey son, so your wife, She's getting kind of fat. Why don't you tell her to come out? We can do some yoga and make her less fucking fat.
Which, like, nobody asked you, Mom.
Jenny is like, that was fucking rude. And Sumit tells her that she should just do whatever his mom wants her to do right now because she was just defending their relationship to the whole family during their whole housewarming party gathering thing.
भाई जेनी की हालत देखिए, जेनी मोटी हो गई है, योगा करते हैं।
I don't appreciate your mom telling us we're getting fat.
Reluctantly, Jenny goes out and Sumit's mom gives her this bottle of hot water mixed with a ton of salt. And apparently, if you drink that and do yoga, you will shit your brains out. Which, I'm sorry if this is TMI, but the next time your girlie is constipated, I'm gonna try that out.
I don't have any problem pooping all by myself. I don't need yoga. No, I'm sorry, that stinks. I can't.
पियो जल्दी से।
It stinks!
Close your nose and drink it.
So they do their little yoga. It's very hard for Jenny because she is not very flexible, and his family does not hesitate to point this out.
मैं दोनों हाथ ऊपर।
Jenny, you are not doing right.
When they're done, his mom is just like, awesome! Now both of you go off to the bathrooms and try to take a shit.
वॉशरूम जाना है?
Now go to toilet and try your business. Okay.
Happy pooping.
Happy pooping, baby.
This is so weird. Like the fact that they were on this episode for 2 minutes and this was their interaction, so freaking weird. Let's check in with Chloe and Jonny.
What time are you getting off work?
2 o'clock-ish.
Okay, love you. Behave.
Behave at your job where you have to flirt with drunk women in bikinis. Chloe tells us that Jonny asked her to stop location sharing with him, and she agreed.
I want you to trust me enough where I don't have to give you my location. You'd be okay with it, you know?
Jonathan asked me to stop his location sharing, and I agreed.
And I know what you're thinking, that seems very out of character. And you would not be wrong. Chloe meets up with her friend Carrie, whose boyfriend also works in the tourism industry, so the two of them can relate a lot to the same struggles and insecurities with their mans.
Did you miss Johnny? I did. I mean, I was stalking social media the entire time I was home. I was like a hawk. I would be too.
Chloe tells her that she did agree to stop sharing locations because she wants Jonny to feel like she can trust him because that is what healthy relationships are about.
I want him to know that I can trust him without the location. Where are we going? We're gonna go spy on Jonathan at work.
Oh, I'm sorry. What now? Sharing locations is toxic, but going to spy on them at their place of work is totally chill? Okay. So Chloe over here spies on Jonny so freaking much that she has a preferred spy spot.
I know he's at work, but I mean, why not confirm that he's behaving at work? My go-to spying spot, it's in the perfect position for me to see what the heck is going on while Jonathan's at work.
Girl, get a hobby. Carrie is like, okay, so that kind of doesn't sound like the healthiest choice.
Just because the electronic piece of it stops, my physical eyesight doesn't need to stop tracking him. Yeah, it doesn't sound very healthy, but I see no wrong.
Damn, girly is insane. If you have to sit in a tree and spy on your partner to make sure that he's not sticking his wiener in another woman, you should not be with that man. Also, I am sorry, but I would hate it if my friend was like, let's hang out, and then she had me sit in a fucking tree so that she could spy on her boyfriend who I think sucks, which Carrie does think Jonny sucks.
I've been on the Jolly Pirates and he gets a lot of girls. He likes attention. He's like very flirtatious. I don't think Jonny has respect for Chloe.
Chloe is like, I left my family, my friends, my mom's business. I left everything behind for this man.
I'm getting over everything that happened between us because I see it long term. Like, I want him to propose. I want to be with him. Like, I didn't move here to like just be friends for a few years.
Like, this is the textbook definition of loving the idea of a man, okay? If you want this man to propose to you, you need to want the man he is right now, okay? Not the man that you want him to eventually become for you. And that is what happened on episode 7. I do believe that Luke and Madeleine are officially broken up. I haven't been able to find any information or pictures or whatever about them continuing their relationship or getting married or whatever, which if they did 100% break up, good for her. Pattiya and Dylan, I'm not super invested in them because I really don't know why they're together. Because I just feel like if you break up with someone more than twice, you should just let it go and find someone else. Like if you're willing to be like, I don't want to be with you 2 times, that's enough. That's enough. That's at least for me, because I'm the kind of person where if we break up once, we are done. We don't come back to each other. There are 7 billion people in the world. We will find other people. That's just how I live my life. Jonny and Sumit, I hope they shit their brains out. I really do. Good luck. And Chloe and Jonny, I mean, girlie is throwing her life away for this man, and I get it. She's really young. She does not yet know the difference between loving a man and loving the idea of a man. And that's something that she will learn with time and heartbreak. And that sucks, but you know, you gotta make your mistakes to learn from them. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, be sure to subscribe to the channel, give this video a big thumbs up, and please sound off in the comments and let me know what you thought of this one. I will see you in the next one. Bye!